is even a sign.
Okay, how
I'll
so?
tell you how. My wife and I actually came to visit her aunt
Okay.
down in Florida last year.
Okay.
And we had a whole conversation. We said, how crazy would it be if we end up in Florida? Now, the job that I have now
Yeah.
was where I was in North Carolina.
All right. But you didn't know about it?
But I didn't know about it.
Right. Okay.
But it was actually a good thing because at that particular space anymore. But it was down here. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, especially when you see things and things just sort of kind of
line
move.
up. Yeah.
Even when I was living in North Carolina, I would be living one place, but I work in this place. I'd be like, I love to live or work in this, live and work in this space, and then later on in the years, I'm living right there. And it wasn't until I hit a corner or something like that that I realized, hey,
Right.
this is where I wanted to be.
Right.
It's putting in the work. And it doesn't necessarily, what people fail to realize is putting in the work doesn't always mean in your field.
Okay, well, hold on then. Let's talk about that for a minute.
I'm just
because
saying.
let me write down the other point that you said that we got to come back to.
Okay. That's right.
Putting in the work doesn't have to be in your
In your
field.
field.
So yeah,
Exactly.
I better write.
Putting in the work doesn't always mean being in your field.
Okay, go ahead.
For instance, with this particular job, it has nothing to do with graphic design.
Right.
But it put me in a place where I know I wanted to be.
Right.
It put me in a place where I found people like you and other people that I've worked with so far since I've been here. But one had nothing to do with the other.
Right.
And the other thing is, it's a cliche, but a closed mouth don't get fed. Had I never said anything,
Right.
this probably would not have happened.
I don't
At
even-
least not now.
Right, because I don't even remember. I was trying to think of this early today. Like, how did we even come up with? Like, how did I even know that you did?
I was
logos?
asking
think you said
everybody.
something about it.
I was
Yeah.
asking everybody.
Okay. So yeah.
Anybody
close
that
mouth.
I knew had any type of business idea,
Right.
I'll just roll up. Hey, you know what I mean? I do it all the time.
So
I do
then,
it all the time.
so then, really, it's a combination of two things, you know.
Yeah.
So putting in the work and not just sticking to your field. Because when I was first starting out business, I was like, oh, I've got to be this business person. I got to be whatever. You know, I got to do nothing else but this.
Yeah.
But also, like I said, you could kind of be still in your field. I mean, be working, but not in your field. But as long as you're talking about
Exactly.
what it is. So I think it's a combination of the two.
It's and I hate to say it, but it really is verbal manifestation.
Okay. All right.
That,
Hold
that's
on. That's
that's,
another
how,
key
that's
one.
what I like to call it. Verbal manifestation.
Hold on. She dropping all the jewels. Verbal manifest. Let me write that one down. Y'all better write that one down too. Verbal manifestation. Man, if you don't talk to me on that.
It's dreaming is one thing,
Right.
but there are power in words.
Okay.
There's definitely power in words. It can cut you down, or they can build you up. That's something I've always believed in.
Right.
As biblically, the tongue is as mighty as a sword.
Right.
Sometimes you have to speak things into your life, even if you don't see it right then and there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's definitely something I believe in,
Right.
and will always do,
Right.
even when I don't see it.
Right.
That's what happens.
Right. So verbally speaking it,
Yeah.
and just you know, talking it out there and
Yeah.
spitting it out there. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. So okay.
It's almost like making a contract with yourself. If that makes sense.
Ooh,
It's like making a contract with your
that's
within yourself.
that's good. If y'all ain't see that, okay, making a contract. Contract with yourself.
That's how I like to think of it.
With yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Got it.
All right.
All right. So hold that thought. We got somebody asking us something. Let's pause this real quick.
All right.
Hold that thought. All right, we back. So
That was funny. That coffee just hit.
you call me hit your face? Like, on the nose?
It's okay. I'm good. We got a little
All right.
flip right there. We good.
So we up here. We good, cause look, hold on. We're dropping all types of jewels. I'm about to have a notebook. We ain't even. I think we like 10 minutes in, and I'm about to have a notebook full of stuff already.
Why not?
Jesus. Okay, look. So one thing. Okay, so making a contract with yourself. That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
The other thing that I want to kind of step back to some of the stuff that you talked about earlier. So you said starting. You basically you took that time off to recenter yourself.
Yes.
However long that was, but 13 years sober. So another time, I want to say congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And honor and respect that. That's a huge thing. It's not easy.
No.
So that is a huge thing.
It still is after almost 13 years
Right.
a daily process. Yes,
So it's something you got to work on daily. But you started over sometime within that, and you had to start over, like I've talked about before. But you weren't starting from scratch, and that's
Right.
it was easier.
Right.
So
It was easier. Because I have been published in different spectrums, it wasn't really hard to get back into what I love doing.
Gotcha.
It more so the biggest hurdle, and that's for anything, especially when you're in a new place, is finding new clients.
Right.
Getting your name out there. It's not as hard as people think, and especially today in the age of social media.
Right.
It's there used to be a time back in the day. I apologize to anybody that came out the club with those flyers on your car at 3 o'clock in the morning and it rained, and I was probably one of them in Maryland, DC, Virginia. I do apologize. I was one of those people.
I gotta hit the camera for those people with the side eye.
Right. I do apologize. I was probably one of them. Back in like 99, 2000, I was probably one of them.
Jesus. But you know what? I'm sorry, go ahead.
But it's just now it's so easy to just put what you do out there and
Right.
and I'll be honest, I'm one of those people. Instagram over here, Facebook over here. I know I could get more followers if I actually do that. You're not alone. I know I have to put out more content, but also the fact that it is so easy now to showcase yourself, there really is no excuse, honestly.
Right.
There really is no excuse. It's, I wouldn't even say time management. It's believing in yourself enough to put things out there. Criticism, whether good or bad, is going to come. Okay. And you just, it's a step out on faith, no matter what it is that you do. You can be the best plumber in the world, but if you never put yourself out there, you'll never get the business.
Right. Well, and yeah, I mean I think that's the key when believing in yourself. Enough to put yourself out there.
And sometimes this is all you have, this little bit.
And that's all you need.
But as long as you go on this, that can become something great.
Hitting you with all the jewels. But so man, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about. So when you said the club fires that hit me, that made me think about, and when you said putting yourself out there on social media, it made me kind of tie two things together. The one thing that I've noticed is that a lot of people will promote to the point where you're kind of tired of seeing on their page or on their Facebook their stuff. You know, because it's a workshop this. It's like, hey, I've got this. Hey, this person, that person, this. Which is fine, you know, if you have a group.
Right.
Or if you have a page specifically designed for it. But one thing I've noticed that you do